What is good with y'all, man? RDK back here with another NBA 2K24 tutorial, and this one we have a different type of video. It's a tips and tricks video for my career players. Whether you are brand new to 2K, whether you are an experienced my career player, as myself, I've been playing my career since 2K11. It's my favorite game mode. I grind offline religiously, and it's very fun to me. So I know these little tips and tricks are good for your player to help you get the best experience that you can get when you're playing NBA 2K24 My Career. If you're new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this video if it helped you out. Without further ado, let's get into our first tip. Our first tip is to make sure your build is perfect before you spend any VC on it. I've already messed up once. I didn't even take my own advice on 2K24. I made a build. I thought it was cool. It was basically pretty much this same build, but he was only 6'1", and I realized that I could get a lot of the same things being 6'4" and have a way better wingspan. So I ended up creating this build instead. This build ain't the best. It's the first week. This is kind of the best thing I could come up with, but my point is to, before you spend any VC, make sure your build is what you want. Double check, triple check, quadruple check, do whatever you got to do to make sure you're not wasting your money, because a lot of the times is the attribute requirements for certain animations that people want. They create these builds and they spend their VC on it as soon as they get in, and then they realize, whoa, I need to have a 92 driving dunk to get contact dunks. I only have an 88 contact dunk. I already spent $50 worth of VC, $20 worth of VC on my build. Now I got to create a new build and I'm going to lose out on money. Now, if you got money like that, then spend all the money you want. But for probably most of the players, they don't want to spend money on VC and keep having to do that. So make sure your build is right where you need it. Make sure you meet your requirements. There's videos on my channel of the requirements for the animations, but I have another tip for this and we're going to get into that later on in this video. Our second tip, guys, is play on the difficulty that you are most comfortable with. There is people that will come at you for maybe not playing on Hall of Fame. I know that when I was creating my career videos and actually putting gameplay out, and they would see I was playing on All-Star or Superstar, I would get a lot of comments saying, why aren't you on Hall of Fame? And well, the main reason was because back on current gen, Hall of Fame was pretty hard. You had to be killing it in order to play, and most of the time it would just make me mad. I feel like my player just wasn't playing right and Hall of Fame was just kind of being cheesy, so I never played Hall of Fame. Now that we're on next gen, Hall of Fame is a lot easier. But still, hopefully we can get back to it being more of a challenge. If you are playing on All-Star and you're having fun, then who cares? You played the difficulty, you want to have fun. Basically, I would just force myself to play Hall of Fame, and I would not be enjoying the game. It would just honestly make me mad and frustrated, so I would quit playing the game. So play on the difficulty that makes you have the most fun with the game. Like I said, if you're blowing people out in All-Star and you're bored, then up it to Superstar. And then once you get good on Superstar, up it to Hall of Fame. And if you're blowing people out on Hall of Fame, well, that's just about all you could do. But if you're playing on All-Star and you're blowing people out and you like blowing people out and it's fun to you, then who cares? Play that and keep playing All-Star and keep blowing people out, because it's your game. It's called it's called My Career, but it is your career. So play it however the hell you want. I will say that if you play on higher difficulties, you get 1.6 times VC and my points. So say you earned 1,000 VC if you were playing on Pro. If you're on Hall of Fame, you would get 1,600 VC. It used to be double. 2K has just been cheesing us for years, and it's no longer double. I think ever since next gen came out. I'm not completely sure, but pretty sure it's like that. My third tip for you guys is to do your quest, and there is a lot of quests. I basically just started this build, so I haven't really played it too much, but you can see here these quests are paying out 3,000 VC. You got some down here that are paying out 750 VC, 750 again. So these are good for getting VC and also for getting these rewards to get these badge multipliers and accelerators and all that. And if you don't know about the badge acceleration system, I'm basically going to make another video about all the new features in My Career, because it's a lot of new things in My Career this year. But for now, what I'm saying is do these quests. The main quests are obviously the main things. As you can see, the rewards down here at the bottom. I can influence free agency. I get some joggers, some pants, and all that stuff. I'm not really too worried about the clothes. But as you can see, boost, GOAT points, and a lot of these pay out VC as well. So I would say to do these quests, get that VC, extra VC. Fourth tip for you guys is quarter length. Some people like to play 5-minute quarters. Some people like to play 12-minute quarters. I have always played 10-minute quarters because I wanted a more realistic stat lines at the end of the game, but I also wanted to not have it as long as 12 minutes. But ever since I've been on 2K Next Gen, I feel like the teams don't score as well. The AIs do not score as well. So I feel like the games are always super low scoring. So what I did is bump mine up to 11 minutes. It's basically 10 minutes, probably an extra few minutes of actual game time when you're playing My Career. But I feel like it's kind of perfect to get that realistic stat line, to get the scoring kind of how it is in the NBA, because the 3-point shots are up and the scoring is as high as it's ever been in the NBA. So I think 11 minutes is perfect. Now, if you guys want a very happy medium, you don't want 5, but you don't want 10, 8 minutes is perfect for those types of players. But if you want that realistic stat line and stuff like that, then 11 minutes is where I would have it. My fifth tip for you guys is to test out your animations before you actually purchase them and before you make your My Player build, because if you realize that the dribble packages and dribble animations that you want, you can get while spending less attributes towards your ball handling, then I would do that. So what I did was I went in and created a player and I added them to a roster, and then what I did was I went to play now, I went to blacktop. I just did 1 versus 1. You can do whatever you want. Click this left stick in and you can load your created roster. And then I'm going to go to my files here. I'm going to load this roster right here, 2626. And then I will advance. And now I can see my player there. And I'm going to go up against Embiid just for the sake of this video. And I am going to start the game. Now, all those animations that I was wanting for my player, I'm able to test out, and now I can see just all the animations that I have, how I like them, how they feel. If I don't like them, then I can always go and switch the animations and come back in here and test them out again. As you can see, Joel Snatch blocked me there. But either way, it's a fun way, it's an easy way to test your animations before you actually spend your attribute points and your VC. Our next tip, guys, is to make a dummy build just so that you can get into the park or the city and you can go and look at the animation attribute requirements. So I made this dummy build right here, 3-point shot hunter for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And basically I use this build. I'm not going to do any VC or nothing. Basically I use the build to go in and look at the attribute requirements so that now I know what I need for my actual build when I create it. It's an easy way just to see the requirements without making an actual build first and then wasting your time. So this is an easy way to check those animation requirements out. My next tip for you guys is to go to your team practice facility and do your drills. Now, I ran into this. I actually did forget that I already did my drills, but basically go to your team practice facility and you will get badge upgrades. Your badges will not go down when you're doing drills. They will only go up. So drills is a good way to increase your badges and not have them go down if you happen to mess up. My next tip is there is a Chris Brickley gym right here. You can do drills there. And there is the Art of Shooting gym, and you can do drills here with Lethal Shooter. Now, the Art of Shooting gym is only once per week, and it actually helps you a lot. It gives you a lot. I think it's like times 3 or 4 on your badge upgrades, and it'll help you a lot and help you to increase them a lot faster. So the Art of Shooting gym, shooting drills, once per week, you could do those. I can't show you because I've already done mine. And then you have Chris Brickley's gym right here, and I'm pretty sure that you come in here and you just play 3v3 or 5v5, and you can also upgrade your badges. Now again, in these 2 gyms, badges will only go up, they will never go down. So go ahead and go here to help increase your badges a lot quicker. And my last tip for you guys is to come to the Gatorade training facility. Again, it is a way to increase your badge progression without it going down. You come in here, you do workouts, and certain workouts will show you which badges that you can increase with those workouts. So say that you had a badge that required strength, like the bulldozer badge, and in order to increase it, you need to have a higher strength rating, or basically do a drill that corresponds with strength or the bulldozer badge. So you come here and you do bench press, and it will help increase that bulldozer badge, and eventually you'll get it to where you want it. And also, if you come here to the training facility, you can change your player appearance by body type. You can be buff, swole, skinny, lengthy, slim, fat, just anything. Like, they added a bunch more body types, body shapes into the game. So you can come in here, and the more workouts you do, then the more body types you'll unlock. And then once you go edit your player's appearance, it'll be there in the appearance editor, and you can change that however you want. But that is all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, if it helped you out, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and like always, I'll see you guys in the next one.